Babies, it's that time again. Oh yeah. It's a little chilly this morning. Oh. Actually, you should have a scarf on. Oh. We are in Romans 15. And in Romans 15, we have Paul talking about receiving each other and being of one accord, even though people have their differences. So that's what we're going to talk about. Because too often people, they run into differences of thinking or believing, and all of a sudden there's like this big separation. Not good. I think I'm gonna might have to do something with my lips before I go to work. And my makeup remover is in the apartment. Might be a fun day. We allow these differences to divide us, and unnecessary, because the big uniter, of course, is faith in Jesus. So, let's think about that for a second. What's that all about? Well, my own view on the matter is I think it has a lot to do with Bible worshipers. Yes, the bane of our existence, Bible worshipers. I mean, I'm silly about it because I'm above it. But you've seen me in other situations. I'm very serious about this matter. But I'm not letting it get to me. Because it's like a nuisance, Just ignore it. But for your benefit, I think I need to teach on it. When you put the Bible above God Himself, above Jesus Himself, above the Spirit Himself, then you're engaging in idolatry. So that's why I call it Bible worshipers. And the reason I'm bringing that up in this context is I think it's that kind of a mindset that is in operation when we get into these divisions over minutia. Because there's this thought of, oh no, it says it right here. And that's good that people want to trust God to be faithful to His word. That's good, and He honors that. If you haven't noticed, He honors people who do that. They might be wrong in what they believe, but He honors that faith of even misapplying their faith and trust in Him in a book that's full of errors, because He knows their heart is what He's always been after. Is when I say something and I've shown you I've loved you, and you believe me, I bless you. I honor you. That's why you see like people, in positions of leadership and ministry, etc. Because most of them are Bible worshipers. But God's not allowing that idolatry to get in the way of him blessing them, because he sees the intention of their heart is right in believing him to be true to his word. That's what he honors. Now me, on the other hand, I would rather know, what are you exactly saying, God? And thank you for blessing me, because I trust you, but I'm not about to believe some superstitious verses in the book that assign you with genocidal vindictiveness. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. So, I say all that because I think that's this piece in Romans 15 where Paul is after. He's like saying, don't let, these divisions, these differences that you have with each other get in the way of you being united and being on the same page, because you're one in Christ, your family. The main purpose is to get that message out there of what I was just talking about. Letting people see and understand that connecting with God through Jesus is the main point. However that all plays out, how you live your life, that's up to you. So don't get all in an uproar when you come across people who think differently and are preaching differently than you. Because if the foundation is secure and strong in the faith in God by supplying us access to him through Jesus, that's enough. So I think that's the main point of what he's trying to say in the chapter. I think he also kind of hints at, and because I'm doing such a good job, don't forget to share with me materially, like through food, shelter, support, whatever. And I think that's a good thing too, obviously, right? So yeah, we need to take care of each other and believe for each other for coming into the same mind. Now, just because we are believing differently and thinking differently doesn't mean, oh, that's okay, just leave it alone. Okay, yeah. Because, it's all about loving Jesus, so it doesn't matter. No, it matters. You just don't want it to get in the way of, being a source of division. Because God does want us all to be on the same page. So you need to figure out what that is. So you might say, well, how can I figure out what that is if you're saying I can't trust the Bible? Well, guess what, honey? Even if you could trust the Bible, even if it was inerrant, which obviously it is not, but even if it was perfect, you'd still have a different interpretation of its meaning from person to person. So you're always gonna have these differences. So, and I think part of why God has allowed that is because it doesn't matter to him, really, if the book is accurate or not. Because he knows that in our heart, we are not going to rest until we are at peace with him. And the only way we're going to be at peace with him is not by aligning ourselves to multiple verses in the Bible. It's going to be by aligning our hearts with his intentions moment by moment. And that will draw us to him and for him to make a connection with us directly. And sometimes with words from the Bible that he actually did inspire, and sometimes by recognizing the words in there that are not conducive to spiritual growth. Oh yeah, baby.